Warning: Alan and JJ Johnson are not professional comedians. During this program, you will be exposed to unfiltered dad jokes in their most potent and raw form, dads telling them to each other. Watching this video may lead to serious physical harm, including facepalm concussions, head-shaking whiplash, and uncontrollable groaning. Proceed at your own risk.
Hey everybody, I'm Alan.
And I'm JJ.
And this is Two Dads and a Joke. We're here to give you a six-pack of dad jokes and just a shot of parenting advice. And so, JJ, you know I'm a big Star Wars fan, obviously.
Yep. It's all over the place.
So what was funny was a few weeks back, we had a talent contest at work. One of the new ways to have fun with your coworkers is on a Teams meeting, Zoom, that kind of thing. Everybody does their talent, and so someone found out that I did dad jokes, so they had me do dad jokes for work. It was physically painful for the people on the other side. It was like people turning off their cameras because they were too busy slapping their head and all that.
Yeah.
But I got some great Star Wars dad jokes lined up out of that one. So here's a good one. How does Darth Vader like his toast?
I don't know.
A little on the dark side.
That was obvious.
I don't know how you didn't say it. Call that one.
Oh.
You should have just slapped me for even doing that one. That was easy.
Yeah.
That was a softball.
I can't believe I didn't get that one. We've been getting outside a lot lately. A lot this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Playing some cornhole, swimming in the pool, tossing the ball around. And, one thing is I learned this summer is, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back to you?
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back to you?
A stick.
Okay, fair enough. I thought for sure it was something about how you threw it. So, everybody, JJ and I are authors. I'm currently writing the Towers of Light series. Fear No Evil, book 3 in the series will be out December 5th. JJ?
Book 2 in my middle grade series, Iggy and Oz, The Soda Pop Wars, is out. That came out in October 27th, so it's out there wherever you can buy books. And basically, it's answering the question, what if you found an old vintage soda pop machine that gave you superpowers when you drank the soda? So,
and isn't there a power called Strawberry Wind?
There is a power.
Is that what I think it is?
It might be what you think it is. It might be. I think
I'm gonna have to get my copy of Iggy and Oz and crank through that pretty quick because I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know what
there's
that
a lot
is.
There's a lot of boy and dad humor in these books.
It sounds like it. You know where else there's a lot of dad humor?
Where's that?
On our social media.
We
right. Have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Two Dads and a Joke. And we're out there dropping our own stuff, but we also grab other people's and retweet it, share it, like it, all that.
Yeah.
So if you got your own dad jokes, let us know. We love to follow people that put that kind of content out. And so not exactly a Star Wars dad joke, but I Can Has Dad Joke at I Can Has Dad Joke on Twitter had a good one. How do you get a baby alien to sleep?
I don't know.
You rock it.
That's a good one.
You like that?
I like that one.
Thank you. I Can Has Dad Joke.
So it's fall, winter. Things are cooling off. My wife, who by the way is a chef, has gone to culinary school, so she's starting to make soups and chilies and things like that. And she asked me the other day. She's like, she asked me if I wouldn't mind going to the store and buying some broth. And I said, yeah, I can go get you some broth. And she goes, do you know where to go get it at? And I said, yeah, the stock market.
Oh, wow. But that you're probably going to need some directions.
Probably.
Right? To get to the stock market.
Yeah.
And so, in Star Wars, you got those astromech droids that are supposed to help you get from place to place, right? They're supposed to help you get around space. But what do you call a droid that always takes the long way around?
hell no.
R2 detour.
All right.
So,
Nice.
you know, we've been in lockdown a while, and that our joke ability has probably been decrepitated by that, the lack of human contact,
I blame
and overall
2020.
just too many video calls, I think.
Yeah.
But in all of this, I think there's some fun that has probably occurred.
Yeah.
There's probably some dad-kid stuff that's turned out okay, in interesting and fun different ways. So JJ, how has COVID and all this changed your relationship with your kids in a positive way? Like what's happened that's been kind of cool?
Well, I think for me, it has really shown that as a dad, when you're trapped at home, you sort of realize exactly how little patience you have sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've been working on it a lot lately. My kids are now 8 and 6. You know, we tried to do a lot of things outside this year, this summer, because, you know, you really just couldn't go anywhere. I mean, you could go, but I mean, we weren't going to pack up and go to the beach. I mean, we weren't going to drive and go places just because a lot of places just weren't open. And so, you know, we've been hanging out by the pool and doing things like that. But the thing I learned, and this was a hard thing for me, it's just let the kids be kids. That was probably the biggest lesson I learned. Let them do the things that they enjoy. And don't feel guilty about it all the time. You know, I know my kids are in the Minecraft now. And one of the things that they like to do is they like to play Minecraft. And I've learned, and my wife has learned, and I need to get better at this, they like it when I get on and play Minecraft in their little world. That we've created the world for them, so it's just them. Only of them are allowed in it. And nobody else. They like it when I get on and just play Minecraft in that world with them. And even though I have no clue what I'm doing,
Right.
and they're calling me a newbie or noob and all that stuff. They're getting into the lingo and things like that. But it's just like, just let them be kids. Just let them have fun. Let them, you know, if they want to stay up late, just let them stay up late. It's okay to let kids just be kids. And I think me learning that lesson this year and still trying to learn that has been very challenging because, you know, you always think kids got to have structure. And that's true, they do. But sometimes you just need to let them be kids and let them have fun and join in the fun with them. Because I think those type of things, that's the things they talk about. Oh, Dad got on and played Minecraft with me. Oh, my aunt she joined and played it with me. Those are the things that they enjoy. They like it when we watch this YouTube channel called Unspeakable. It's very clean, and he plays a lot of Minecraft, and they love just watching him play Minecraft. And they like it when I just sit down and watch that YouTube channel with them. And so we'll do that. We'll camp out in the living room and, you know, pop a big thing of popcorn and just watch this kid play Minecraft, and my kids love it. So I think it's just learning to let them be kids, and it's okay if they go past their time on the tablet sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. We don't need to freak out. Just let them be kids. And so that's been a huge lesson for me this year, pretty much.
Yeah, I gotta say, this isn't necessarily COVID, but your Minecraft thing reminds me of when my kids were littler, and that was a big thing. And when my son figured out what flint and steel did, and how it set his house on fire, and then we all had to go shovel water to try to fix his house. I mean, it was one of those pivotal moments because he'd spent so much time working on it, right? And we all remember that story and we talk about it. And so you don't think a virtual world like that can have a lasting kind of impression, but it was both the terror that he'd spent all this time and now his house is on fire, right? For 8-10-year-old, whatever. And then us all working together to help him out to fix it after the fact. I think that's one of those moments you can't, like, we'll remember that forever.
Right.
I think with my kids, you know, it's a mix. I've got, you know, kids in college now, so they got their own life and they're doing their own thing. But especially in the deep lockdown, there were a lot of stuff we did together. We played a bunch of Jackbox games. Like we'd spend Sunday afternoon after church. We do the virtual church you were talking about in a previous episode. And then after church, we just play games for a while. And it was fun. What was fun about that was each different game a different kid was good at. And so we could keep it going because it wasn't like one kid was dominant in every game, that kind of thing. But I think the other thing for me is, we picked up some stuff. The Star Wars miniatures game, that was pretty fun, with my older kids. But the other thing is there's been these little projects that have gone on. If you don't know, one of my sons actually does all the video editing for Two Dads and a Joke. And so there've been a bunch of different little side projects I've had with him. My daughter's been running the social media stuff for the book series stuff, and so that's got a different project aspect to it. But probably my current favorite project with my kids is I never do anything small. I always take things to another level. So in the mask scenario, my son's been working on my COVID protection mask here.
There you go.
Mandalorian helmet. He's been 3D printing this and slowly working with me to get it to shape. It's almost.
I
want to
see a video when you walk into like a Target or Walmart with that on.
Yes, that's totally happening. That is my whole goal in life is to go around to stores.
You can go into a bank with that on.
It'll be interesting. I don't know that I would go into a bank with that on, but I could go everywhere else.
Yeah, you probably go everywhere else.
He's almost done with, like, the hardest part about the 3D printing thing is that, but we've been working on this project together, and so that's the thing. Whether it's this kind of thing or, like you talked about movies, I got a son of mine that we just love to watch movies. We have watched some of the stupidest things, like Arachnoquake, and, what was the other one? Well, Sharknado.
Oh, yeah, Sharknado.
Just some dumb stuff out there. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I mean, you name it. It's stupid. We watched it. But it's been that just take a step back from whatever your preferences are, because you're not going to get to do what you really want to do anyway.
Right.
And what's your kid's preference? And let's just try something different. And so I think that's, my advice out to the... And to a certain extent, even some of it is like maybe eating some different food that you might have. Yeah. And where... they eat some really weird food.
Where's that at?
In the officers' mess on the Death Star. There's some weird food that gets served there because it's space stuff,
it is
right?
Space stuff, yeah.
But who serves the food in the officers' mess on the Death Star?
Oh, I never thought about the innocent victims. I don't know.
Darth Vader.
All right. I like it. So we have been doing homeschool, or not necessarily homeschool, virtual school.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, 2 days on in person, virtual the rest of the day, and it's been frustrating. I figured out I really stink at math. So I've been helping my kids with their math, and in order to figure this out, this is how we figured it out. Do you know why 6 is afraid of 7?
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
That's horrible. We got to get you out of the house. This lockdown is hurting your brain.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Well, that's been another episode of Two Dads and a Joke. We'll catch you all next time.
See ya.